establish a good solid connection with a good solid broker, but now he's no longer in the dump truck business. They don't have work already lined up for the truck. Why dump truck businesses fail. This is Jay Mancini. Welcome to my channel where we keep the wheels rolling and the cash flowing. So guys, today I wanted to talk to you about 3 reasons why dump truck businesses fail. So the other day I was actually having a conversation with a gentleman that I know, and I actually hadn't seen him in a while, and I happened to run into him, and we started talking, and he started telling me just, a little bit about what he was up to. And when I first met the guy, he had actually been in the dump truck business, but now he's no longer in the dump truck business. And I started to ask him, hey, what happened? How come you got out? And so he started to give me these stories and scenarios. And I said to him, well, I was like, I don't know why these things happen to you. I kind of feel bad for the guy, but ended up with the story. He ended up telling me that the dump truck business did not work out for him. And with that being said, I felt like I needed to create this video and just touch on the 3 reasons why most dump truck businesses fail. By the way, I have a bonus for you, so stick to the end of the video. So guys, reason number 1, what I've come to find out is that most people that are new to the dump truck business, they go out and they buy a dump truck, and guess what? They don't have work already lined up for the truck. Well, to me, it's like, I'm gonna go out and go to the gym and try to get in shape, but I don't even know what kind of routines I'm gonna do or what kind of exercises I'm gonna do to try to get in shape. Not to mention not have a goal of what I wanna do. Am I trying to lose weight or am I trying to get stronger? Well, it's kind of the same thing, right? So the one thing I've noticed everyone has had in common is 1, they don't have work for the truck, but they go out and they buy a truck. And in most cases, most people buy a truck outright, meaning they buy it in cash. So it's a big investment for most people, but yet they don't have work already lined up. So I asked myself, if you don't already have work lined up, you should know how to find work for your truck. And here's the other thing. Not only do most people not have work lined up for their truck, but they also do not know how to find work for the truck. So that's the one thing I've noticed that most people have had in common that have not been successful in the dump truck business. Now, one thing I would recommend to avoid this, if you're new to the dump truck business, or thinking about starting in the dump truck business, first go and create the proper connections, the proper contacts to make sure you have work lined up for your truck, meaning the following: talk to brokers, talk to contractors, talk to people that have already been in the business for a sufficient enough time that can get you lined up or connected with the people that can give you work. Reason number 2, dealing with brokers that don't pay well or that don't give you consistent work. And guys, I want to tell you a little bit more about that, okay? I'll tell you the few reasons why this usually happens. Well, to begin with, most brokers are going to probably work with a dispatcher, meaning the following: you have the broker, you have the dispatcher, and then yourself as an owner operator. So what happens is you're kind of going through the chain, right? The chain of command. So what I tell people is it's harder for you to get work when you're having to go through a dispatcher, then through the broker, and last but not least, the broker is going to the contractor. So it's kind of like the pyramid, right? You're at the bottom, so it's going to be harder for you to get work that way. So what I would highly recommend is 2 things. 1, establish a good solid connection with a good solid broker, or of course, try to do work directly with the customer or the contractor in this case. Now, if you're new to the business and you don't have a lot of contacts, again, it may take some time, but try to make those connections. Start off with a good broker, and then eventually, in this case, you want to try to get your own customers so that you can work directly with them. But I would still keep my doors open and still work with a good broker. So when you don't have work directly with a client or a contractor, you can still have work with the broker that you're already working with. Reason number 3, the other thing I've come to find out is most people that get into the dump truck business, once they've established the proper connections or working for a good broker or even getting work directly with some customers, some contractors, one thing that I've noticed is that they do not know how to manage their expenses. What do I mean by that? I mean by the following: not managing what they're going to pay a driver or not getting a good driver. their insurance, their fuel, their repairs, or their maintenance costs to their trucks. So I strongly encourage that you know these 5 things when you're getting into the dump truck business. Now, if you want an example of a breakdown on how to figure out your expenses, check out the video, Should I Buy a Dump Truck Using Credit? So in the video I just mentioned, I go more in depth and I actually give you guys not only a breakdown, but also a formula of the miles to the gallon of what you could expect to spend based on the mileage, how much you're traveling, and most importantly, guys, you get an actual breakdown of the actual numbers, and it's all based on a particular set amount, right? And based on also how many days you work in a month. So if you were interested in seeing that formula and seeing that breakdown, guys, go check out the video. So guys, here's a bonus tip and a suggestion that I highly recommend, okay? Get with somebody who's already in the business, okay? And I really recommend you knowing the business for at least 6 months to 12 months. So if you do, you're gonna get a little bit more experience. And when you come into the business, you already know what to expect. And these 3 things we cover don't just come unexpected, okay? And what I tell people all the time, it's just like anything else. It takes a little bit of practice for you to learn the business. So again, get with somebody that may be already in the business, somebody that may be willing to even mentor you. And if not, guys, keep watching the videos. We're gonna try to do the best we can to bring you the best value possible. So if you guys found value in this video, please like and subscribe. And of course, drop us some comments. This is Jay Mancini. See you on the next one.